substitute teacher again. And alright, so pulling this all together, I am still running my business here, my personal brand and my language resources and all of that, but over the last year I've been just working on, developing everything, and I've been living off of my savings, and now I'm, here with my family, and I've had a lot of support, so that's been really helpful. But I made the decision just a few days ago to go back to substitute teaching. And actually I went in just a couple days ago, and it's the weekend right now. So I went in last week, and it's kind of crazy too, going in after the pandemic and everything. And it's something that a while ago, like even just a few months ago, that I would have maybe been embarrassed to admit that, hey, I'm going back to substitute teaching so that I can continue working on my brand and my business and everything, and still have a little bit more money coming in on the side while I'm still growing, while my YouTube and Instagram and my website and everything is still growing and gaining traction and all of that. But I think it's just that, I've become so comfortable and so grounded in what I'm doing, and that I know that what I'm doing, I know that my brand is going to just blow up. I know that as soon as one of my videos starts getting picked up, or on Instagram or whatever it is, that I know that people are just going to flood into everything that I have built over the last year. So I think that has really helped me, just taking this time, and I've been just granted this entire last year to build, and it has just been I can't even describe how amazing it has been to just have this year. And I'm not working every day, and the nice thing about substituting is that I can go in one day a week, I can go in a couple days, I can pick up jobs here and there, and there's really no commitment as far as long term. It's just day to day. And so it's really nice to have that, hey, if I want to go in and work a little bit extra this week, then I can. And I think that I felt like before that it was a step back, and it kind of is, it's one step back, 2 steps, 3 steps, however many steps forward. But it really feels like a good decision right now. It really feels like the right decision, because even though I don't know how often I'll actually be going in, to be honest, I went in, and I think I went in because it gave me the perspective that I needed, because I was feeling like I needed to step back a little bit from my work to just kind of look at how everything is functioning. And that's really what I do with anything, with my language learning, with anything, is when I feel like it's not going exactly the way that I want it to, it's good to just take a little break. And for me, it was just that one day, I went back in, and I might go in again too. I'm still in the system to go in whenever, but I stepped back and did something different, and I went into a school, and high school, and I'm not going to share which high school and district and all of that, but I went into a school, and well, for one thing, just going back after everything, after all of the closures and all of that, it was really just different. And wearing masks and everything. And also it made me realize that I do not want to be in a classroom. I do not want to be a traditional teacher ever again. And at least that's how I feel right now. We're always changing throughout our lives, and who knows what I'll want to do in the future. But right now, I do not want that. And I honestly, I just don't even want to be in a classroom every day. You guys see me outside. I love this. I love being outside. I love being able to just explore and create. And especially now that I'm home, this place is my home, where I grew up for the first 18 years of my life. And I don't want to be confined. And I think that was my biggest issue when I was teaching to begin with, is not that I didn't like teaching. I loved teaching, but I've actually gravitated recently even more toward just creating educational resources. And that really is where I've just shifted to. And it gave me this perspective of going in, like, you know, talking with the students and just going in and being in that environment and just seeing like, okay, this is how that is functioning right now, because it's been a year and just a little over a year, I guess, since well, more than that, because we closed down in April of 2020, right? So even though I was still working with the school, I wasn't in the classroom. So it's been like a year and a half. And it's been a long time. So it was really nice to get that perspective to see what education is like now. And also I was just really curious to see it. And so it's helping me with what I'm doing here, because it did that, right? It gave me that perspective of what education looks like today in the traditional classroom. And that's kind of why I think I am gonna keep my substitute teaching position and go in once in a while. Like, I think I have to go in like 3 times a school year to maintain status of like substitute teacher. So it's not a lot, really. Not that I can go in whenever, as much as I want to, but that's the minimum. And it's kind of nice to be able to go in and to see that, and then to come back into my work and then to just be like free. It's like and then to just clear my mind for a day, to be like, okay, this is what I'm doing today. I'm doing something different today, and get out of the house. This is my house. This is outdoors. This is my house. But to get out of the house a little bit and just to expose my mind to something different. And when I did that, I found all these ideas just flooding through, just like pulling myself out and now going back in. And now I have like, you guys who've been following me on Instagram, you've seen that I made some changes, like with my Linguist DOJO, for example. You know, I changed that into just a purchasable course. So now it's just a DIY course, like you buy it, you get the curriculum, kind of like becoming bilingual, except a full-on course. And I'm moving more toward a product-based business now. And although I'm still doing I still have my mentorship program, it's still available, people can still work with me at this time. And so if you want to work with me, now's the time to do that. But as I grow more, I'm moving more toward a product-based business. And it's because I realized when I was out, and oh, there is a fly on me, on my foot. I was looking down to make sure we had ants over here. So I was looking down, I was like, I'm not standing in a pile of ants, am I? But I'm moving more toward a product-based business. And what that looks like is like, I just get to spend my time outside, and like, I'm not outside all the time because look at my skin. I don't spend a ton of time outside, but I am moving more toward this product-based business because I realize that what I really, really love to do is to write and create. And that actually is what has been doing the best for me within my business. Is my book, Becoming Bilingual, has been my best seller. And I loved creating it, and I love creating that kind of material, and also some different things. The study shop is going to be coming up on my website pretty soon. Whenever I have that ready, hopefully by September. I have a September thing that I will announce soon on Instagram and in my email list. But that is just like, is what I really enjoy doing. And yes, I enjoy working with people like on a one-to-one basis. I enjoy that. And then like the occasional group, I enjoy that too. But I really enjoy having like ample alone creative time. And I just like, I learned that the other day when I was out, when I was around people, and it was fine, you know, it wasn't miserable being out, but I realized that, hey, this is just not for me being in the classroom. Even though I knew that already, I was reminded of it. And then I realized like, hey, what I really love is writing and creating and designing. So I am just throwing myself completely into this creative process now with, you know, of course, more videos for you guys, and on YouTube and then Instagram, my reels, and mostly I've been doing reels over there, and some of the like language stories, carousel posts, I like doing those too, and some photos once in a while. It's been a little while. But I'm really just throwing myself into this is the thing with these bugs out here, this creative process, and I have like so many ideas that just keep coming in that I want to write and create. And yeah, so being a substitute teacher again, it like I don't feel nervous about sharing it like I would have before, because I know that it does for me what I need it to do. And I know that it doesn't mean any less about me or my business. I'm doing this, like, it doesn't change what I've built. It still is what it is. And it just is something that I want to do at this time that I feel like is going to be good for me to just kind of have on the back burner once in a while. And yeah, so that is what I'm up to and the direction of my brand and where we're going. And yeah, I'll see you guys back here very, very soon. Bye guys.